let's introduce today's subject. So, very often I get the same question. I get messages from Instagram, or I get emails or Facebook of young people like you that write to me and say, sir, do you think I should apply for an internship? And my answer is always the same one. Of course. This is very, very important. Internship, I would say it's almost mandatory. I know that it's not easy. Not everybody will find an internship. But when you get in school, after your first year or year and a half at university or college, your first objective is to get an internship into a real car design studio. Now, it's not important if you get a small car design studio, a small independent design agency, a truck design studio, camping car design studio, I don't know, or a big car design studio like a big brand like Fiat, General Motors, Renault, you know, where I come from, or I don't know, Dacia design studio, or other brands like Neo or Lynk & Co, for example. But the most important thing is that you get one. And the reason is very simple. Because when you get the internship, once you finish that internship, you will have on your CV, before you go out of school, already a working experience. Now, I know that this is not a real working experience like a real professional, because being a student, you will be a little bit limited into the design studio. Of course, you will not have access to everything, and you cannot make it super important project and participate to very strategic projects. But at the same time, what is very formative, what is a very good training, what is very good for you, for your culture, also to grow up mentally, okay, with your brain, is the experience. Because you will be with a manager, that will be your tutor, and you will learn, according to the company where you go, you will learn what it means for them to be a good designer, or to be a designer. What is interior design, exterior design, UX, UI design, color and trim design, graphic design, or whether you're going to be just working on virtual modeling or virtual visualization artists, you know, with all those new softwares to make renderings, film, incredible HD images, you know, and stuff like that. What is important is the path, the experience you will make, because you will learn what it means to wake up every morning to go to work. This is already a big change. You will learn what it means to go and live for work in another town, in another company, not with your classmates, not with your teacher, but at work. Because there's a big difference between school and work. That in school, even if your teachers are very, very strict, you know, at work it's different. At work, there is no space to play around too much, because it's work, it's real. And because projects, especially today, they follow design process very shorter than 3 or 4 years ago already. Can you imagine? A lot shorter than 10 years ago. We don't have anymore the time, you know, at work to be relaxed. Let's say that way. So the experience of working as an intern will give you immediately the feeling of what you have to expect once you will finish university. You complete, you get your diploma, your bachelor, and then you will start looking for a real job. Another good thing about internship is that if you work really well during those 3 months or 4 months in that company, there is a very strong chance that the company wants you back. once you finish school. This means that it is almost like putting one leg inside the real job already before you finish school. So it's a great advantage because everybody, worries a little bit when we get close to the diploma or close to our bachelor if we're gonna find a job. Everybody. I mean, I remember I was very, very worried. Will I get a job? I have to get a job, unless my parents will kill me. Normal. So to have the opportunity to go for an internship, it gives you already the feeling that yes, you can deserve a job because you already got an internship. That's already very important. Also for your mentor, it's you feel a little bit proud, yourself, because you say, hey, look at me, I'm a student and the professional already chose me for 3 months. So there is already that start of trust. It means that your portfolio is a portfolio that has already a certain type of value. That's good. So don't underestimate that. But then, of course, once you get to that step, you have to do all the rest, which means work really hard during your internship so that you can still improve and show them that thanks to their help and what you see and what you learn over there, you can become a person they can trust. And they can trust professionally, which means your ethics, the way you behave at work, the way you relate to your new colleagues, the way you relate to your manager, your tutor, the way you present your work, but also, and I would say more important, the way you perform with your creativity. That's very important. Because they hire you because you are very young. You did not finish school yet. Therefore, they think that your portfolio is eligible for an internship because they are very curious to see your creativity. That will be, of course, a very open creativity. And they need that. So that's the card you have to play. You have to play well. Because if you show that creativity and you improve that creativity, the way you interpreted that creativity, the way you improve that creativity thanks to their feedbacks, the fact that you listen to them, they have experience, you don't. This means that when they give you feedback, you have to make a treasure of that feedback and think, how can I change or update my creative proposal to make sure that next week or in 2 weeks they will really like it. So all that process is different than the one you follow in school between you and your teacher, because your teacher, you are with your teacher 3 years, 4 years with your teachers, your classmates, you're all students. So this is a student environment. But when you are at work, that's a working environment. People look at you differently. They relate to you differently, and you relate to them differently. So you cannot make the same jokes you do at school. And you will have a different type of timing. You will have a time to eat, and then at certain time you have to go and start working. And because you are very young, you have to give the example. You have to be always precise. All right. So it's very important. Internship is extremely important. Now, another question that people ask me very often is, but how do I get an internship? Okay, if you are in a very good school that has a very strong ties with industry, which means with several companies, it should be a little bit easier because there is a placement office in those schools. My school had one. And then it's the placement office that will organize a day or a couple of, or a week during which some companies, come to look at portfolios, or companies call the school and say, we have openings, please send us portfolios and CVs of your students, your best students. So in that case, the teachers or the placement office will come to the class and will announce to you students, prepare your work, because in 10 days or in 15 days, I have to send everything to several companies. So that's a way. And this is when you have I would say, a very good school that has, all the tools, the instruments to help you out on that. But if you're in a school that does not have all that organization, because it's a smaller school, it's a different mentality, whatever, don't be discouraged, because you can still find one on your own. You should. So what do I suggest? Well, you have to go on some website that talk about car design, like Car Design News, for example, or carbodydesign.com, where they have a link with all the addresses and information of all companies that make car design, whether they are big AOM, so real automobile companies, or design agency like Pininfarina, Ital Design, Dilip Chambria in India, and Launch Design in Shanghai, Icona Design in Shanghai, in Torino. There are lots of companies that make design, prototypes, and stuff like that. And they all have their own design center. So sometimes they are smaller company, which means fewer designers, and some other times they are big company with a lot of designers. So over there, of course, there is probably more opportunity to find a vacation placement for an internship. And once you get all the information, then you have to write. You have to write down. You have to send an email. You have to send an email with your portfolio in PDF, with a very nice, short, interesting letter. You have your CV, all that stuff. You make your package and you send to everybody, hoping that one of them will answer and say, yes, we are interested. We like your PDF portfolio. Why don't we make a real meeting? And there you will have a full portfolio to show. Santiago Sanchez, ciao, come estás? Hi Luciano, do you know if it's possible to enter an intern position after graduation? 2-3 years after graduation. 2-3 years after graduation is very risky, because the first question I would ask myself, what did this guy do between those 2-3 years? Why did he get a job after school? Why did he get an internship during school? And why did he did not get an internship right after school? So if I don't have the answers, I might think that you're not good. And therefore, there is a strong chance that I will not look at your stuff. So, Santiago, es muy peligroso. It's very dangerous. I don't know. If you have an excellent portfolio, you took 3 years to make an astonishing portfolio, it's okay. Give it always a try. But remember that you have a risky thing, is those 2-3 years of absence from the working environment. That thing, makes us think about you, and not in a very positive way. Maybe you had a problem of health, and therefore you could not. But in that case, in your letter, you have to specify the reason why you were 2-3 years absent, from the working mood, environment. Ciao, John. Exactly. 2-3 years after grad, probably not. Exactly. It's it's not because we are mean. It's because we are always there, eager to find the hot talent, the good shot. And the good shots are the ones that right away go away because all the companies You know, pick them up right away. That's how it works. But anyway, Santiago, don't think that everything's lost, okay? You have your own reasons. No absence of working experience, just working as an industrial designer. And Santiago, if you don't say the whole story, of course I react like that. Okay, Daniel, John, it's not the case of it's not the case of a 2-3 years bad guy. In this case, I would say that he was doing first industrial design, and then he wants to try to get into car design. In general, when you are industrial designer and then you want to get into the car design business, this is also difficult. It's a lot easier the opposite. Because car designers can do products very easily. Industrial design is a little bit more complicated. I don't want to say it's impossible, because one of my best friends, Darren Cades, in California, is an industrial designer from Art Center. He did car design. Now he's again back in car design, in industrial design, and he's a VP design of a company in Santa Cruz, and he's the excellent, genius. I mean, the guy can do anything. But it's true that in my experience, I saw a lot of car designers become industrial designers, and not many industrial designers do real car design, or maybe more interior design than exterior designs. Ciao Vedant! How are you? Welcome back. All right, so, well, in this case, I would say, Santiago, everything is gonna be your portfolio. Because for sure, one thing that is very positive is you worked. This means that you have a certain experience. And this is very valuable, whether it's car design or industrial design. It's horizontal, okay? So that's a good point. You have to make sure that in your communication, you make that value stand out, all right? Good. Daniel K. I didn't have money to join car design school when I was 18 years old, but now I have money and I'm 38 years. What's your take on this? Car design school is expensive and I am very interested. Daniel, I would be very, very frank, very honest with you. John, if you want to add a comment about this, about Daniel K, it would be nice. In my opinion, when you are 38, you can never get into a car design studio. Because at 30 years old, today, we promote young design managers, design studio manager, or design lead, which means people that have experience, bonus, car, higher salary. When we hire people, they are 22, 23, 24, 25, max 27, 28 years old. 28, not too many. So how do you think it's possible that the HR recruitment office of an important company or a medium company will take into consideration the profile of somebody 38? The first problem I see is creativity. The creativity of somebody that is 22, 23, it's very fresh. It's very good in general. The creativity of somebody 38, it's old creativity. The creativity of somebody of my age, 6 years old, it's really old. So you understand that already this puts you out on market. Then there is another aspect. You said that you could not afford to go to a car design school, and I'm sorry for that. But if you don't have a car design degree or an industrial design degree, it's very difficult. Who's going to take you? We don't take engineers that did not go to a master in car design. And also those that went to a master in car design from engineering are not many, are still rare. Because we prefer take bachelor in car design. Those people that have a bachelor. John is writing, I would never say never, but at 38 it would be very difficult. Exactly. Anything is possible, but very difficult. Your portfolio would have been one of a kind. Yeah. But if your portfolio is one of a kind, why did you wait until 38 years of age to show this one of a kind portfolio? You see, there are too many things. So now it's up to you. I mean, you have to try. We are saying that you have to try. But at the same time, we are very honest with you. We tell you that it's really difficult. Okay? Let's put that way. So now, internship. Some people ask me also, I don't understand why I have to go through an internship when I'm a student. I have to go to university. I want to finish first my university because I think it's very important to finish university and after go to work. And the people that told me this are people from Europe, not from America, or from India, or from I don't know, from other countries, or northern European countries, mainly from Latin European countries. And of course, here we get into a cultural thing. If you go to public school in Italy, in Spain, in France, and stuff, until a few years ago, there was the mentality that you have to go to university, you have to do all the exams, 5 years, and after you take care of your work, you have to go and search for work. In the other countries, it's many years. I mean, I was in America from 83. And the internship already in 1983 were very common. When I told my classmates, my ex-classmates from Italy, that I was gonna work 4 months into a company in Southern California, they said, how can you work if you are at school? For them, it was something completely strange. Today, it's not anymore like that. But still, in some parents, it's much more important that their son or their daughter is 100% fully concentrated on the work, so the classical studies, rather than stop in the middle and get 3-4 months of work. Here in Europe, it's around 2-3 months, and then go back to school and complete. Well, I explained to you why it's very important, because today everything goes much faster. It was already faster when I got into Fiat in 1989. I'll give you a small example. When I started working in Fiat, after 6 months, I had the opportunity to make my first clay model in small scale. So what did I do? I did my clay model, because I made many clay models when I was at the art center, and also when I did my internship, I made a clay model in scale. So for me, it was not new. It was easy job. Then the design I made, that's another thing. But anyway, I did my clay models, but my colleague that went to architecture in Italy and first did the whole architecture thing with no internship, he didn't know where to start, because they picked up his sketch too to try. So he was constantly asking me and the modelers to help him out, because he didn't know what to do. And in a way, we taught him, how to do the clay model. Of course, his clay model was not very good in quality, because he never had that experience. So he learned how to make his clay models 1 year later. Now the question is, today, can we wait 1 year until somebody learns how to do the most common activities for a designer, whether it's an interior and exterior designer? Of course not. So the internship, it gives you the opportunity to make a part of that experience right away, and understand right away what it means to be in a car company or in a car design studio agency, and understand the design process, how fast it goes, how some parts are compressed, we have to go fast, and how some others give you a little bit more relief and more time so that you can, take care a little bit more of some details and some refinement. But if you don't go through that experience, of course, when you will go and work for the real job, you will discover there, but it will be completely new. So the internship had a primary role to initiate you to the real life, even if it's in a small scale, because as I said at the beginning, you will never belong to strategic projects, super top secret stuff, but you will participate to the music. You will play your instrument with the whole band. And that's a nice thing, because you're gonna see a part of your, between quotes, sacrifice in school materialize in this experience. And you will see that this experience from your tutor, when I was tutor, I would always at the end of the day or every 3 days during a week, talk to the student and say, okay, let's make a summary. What did you do during those 2 days? And he would present, I would give a feedback, we would take a coffee together, we would laugh, but at the same time we were working. And then when I saw that everything was pretty much ready, I said, you know what, next week we're going to present to our director. Let's see how he reacts. So he would have a little bit of pressure, psychological pressure, which pushed him to accelerate and improve quality. And every day I was going to watch him at the end of the day before going home to ensure myself that he was on the piece, he was there, playing his game without relaxing too much, so that we could get to the presentation and mark a point, mark really good points, good grades, Then there is another thing that you don't have to ignore. When you do an internship, especially with companies that belong to the university or your school cycle, circle or environment, that part is recognized as a very good percentage of your class. The class you don't do because you are at work. So the school will ask the company to fill in, a document, and the tutor, I did this many times, will write down things about you, describing how you work, how you behaved. So there are several sections. One section is about psychology. Another one is about education. Another one is about technical. So technical skills, your level. Did you improve from the first day until the last day? Were you constant? Were you absent? Were you engaged? Did you improve your way of presenting? Did you feel well doing that? Did you have fun? Were you somebody nice to be with? All sort of things. And then there is a judgment about your creativity, which is one of the most important, of course, in the global nodes. And that's very important because it's signed by a professional, a manager. Therefore, the school with that document knows that if you on 100 points, maybe you got already 70, 80, if it's very positive, 90. And then the school will give you the remnant 10 or 15 simply because it knows that you are a good student, you have a good record. They're going to go and look at your work and they're going to see that it's true, you did really well. So all this is very important, So as you can see, there are two aspects about the internship. The utility of doing, the useful thing of doing it because you put a leg inside the real job. The fact that this experience participates to your grades, to your notes at school, so you're not missing anything. You are just enriching your experience in school. It's something that is more realistic. And then also allows you to learn. That's the most important thing, is to learn faster. Because when you get back, you will see the difference between you that had the opportunity of an internship and the student that sadly did not do it. So you will see a little difference. I don't want to say a lot of difference, but there will be a little difference there because you will start thinking differently. You will start thinking more professionally. And the other one that will still be thinking as students. John, Daniel, then you should reach out the car company and show them your portfolio. This thing about age is all nonsense and discrimination. My work is even better than younger than me. I'm 38 and believe my work is good and love cars. Daniel, John is right. We did not say it's impossible. We just say that you have to try, but you don't have to forget to be frank, with you, to be honest, that the car design world, the people that decide, the people that choose, which is not me or John, but the director, exterior design directors. At my studio, there are two directors that decide for hiring people or interns. It's the advanced design studio director, which is the most creative studio because they do concept cars and stuff and prototypes, running prototypes, and the exterior design director, who is responsible for the brand of the whole exterior design, which means that somebody has a big culture, and has a good experience in going into design schools, looking at people's portfolios. Who knows how many portfolios he's reaching every week and looking at that every week. So you will be confronted with those type of people and see what happens. And maybe you will find the one that says, you know what, your profile is perfect for my company. And in that case, why not? You accept. And maybe you will say, yeah, Luciano, but it's not a very important company. Who cares? You have to start somewhere. Daniel, from which country are you from? If you can write it down, it's good because I can tell you some companies in your country or close that could be or could fit your profile. All right, so do you have any other questions? Isa, you wrote a question and then you retired that question, but I did not have the time to read it. If you want to write it down again, no problem, I'll answer back. Okay? Yeah, Isa, sir, in which company did you have your first internship? Please tell me. Fleetwood Enterprise Incorporation. Corporation, not incorporation. Corporation. Fleetwood. I write it here. Wait, I'm going to go and search for it, okay? Because my company was not a car design company. My first internship was in a camping car motorhome company, the most important at that time in America, in USA. There you go. I found it. I'll take the link. Ciao, Listraker. Welcome back. Okay, Isad. This is the link of the company where I had my internship, and there I had two managers, the director, Patrick, and my manager, which I remember his name was McDonald, but was not of the family, but McDonald, and both of them came from Art Center, but now both of them are not there anymore. Mr. Patrick is a director of another big company, American company, that is not doing RVs. He's doing other things. Hey guys, don't forget to put the likes. We need your likes here, please. Likes, and if you are new, you can always subscribe. It's for free. If you want to offer me a coffee or a pizza or a cappuccino, you can always kick this nice button, super chat and super stickers. All right? Okay, so as you can see, my first internship was motorhomes, which is a halfway between a car and architecture, but was great was a great experience because I could work technically and design-wise with lots of renderings that in their company nobody was doing. So when they saw that I was doing all my renderings of my design proposals, at that time we had a special project named CWX, which means curved wall, camper or motorhomes. And I did a lots of other accessories done with fiberglass or in plastic, with plastic technology or rotomolding technology. I learned a lot about plastic technology over there. And we did also full-scale model. Can you imagine? Full-scale model, like 2 meters high, in clay. It was incredible. What an experience. Okay. Wait just a second. There is a message on WhatsApp. I'm going to answer. Okay, just a second. Okay, I answered to my message on WhatsApp and everything is fine. All right, so that experience was very good for me because I learned a lot about technical things that I did not learn in school. I learned a lot about the technology, some details about technology I didn't know. And I saw the machine doing the things because we realized all my accessories. So I could sketch from my sketch. I did the technical drawing because at that time I did not use any computer. And then after I did the technical drawing in all the views and the main sections, then we went to a prototyping and we made a real prototype with the real material. So for me it was beautiful. And then I made the illustration of all this. So when I made the presentation, it was really, really nice. And with me there was another intern from Michigan, and this guy today he's the vice president design of HP Computer, and we are very good friends now, only on LinkedIn because I don't see him since then. But we both follow our careers after school. It was very nice. But Daniel, I am from Kenya, okay, Africa, and there are no car design schools. I know that, I know. Now, therefore, getting into a car design school in developed world is very important opportunity. Doesn't even manufacture cars. I know that. In fact, everybody else is trying to make cars for Africa, but in Africa there are no industry. So what is all this about age? About age is it's the truth. Daniel, I cannot tell you a lie. It is true. But at the same time, as John wrote, never say never. Because maybe we don't know, you have an excellent portfolio, you are a real talent, and you don't need to go to a car design school because you already have an excellent portfolio. Therefore, I hope that you, via LinkedIn or via all the information you can reach on Google, because today everything is there. I don't know if you saw. Wait, I will do this again. Okay, don't move. Daniel? Were you here from the beginning? Because I will give you now. I make a copy and paste. Okay, of all the hiring news I gave today, because there are some emails of recruitment offices. So I'm writing down here now in the comments, go and make a copy of all this, okay? And you will find some very important addresses. There you go. Can you see? You have all the list of the hiring news that I gave today at the beginning of my life. So you have names of people you can contact, to who you can send your work. All right? More than this, I don't know what to do. Okay, good. Great. Anybody, any other question? If you have any other question, please. I did not send it because it's too many. Okay, I will do this in 2 steps. Don't worry. Yeah, I'll go. Okay, I will do it this way. Wait. Okay, here is the first one. Okay, about Jeep. Now I'm sending you the other ones. Okay, so we have a Link & Co. Steel design and steel designer in Gothenburg. Okay, Gothenburg. Contact Christina. I will send you this now. All right. Ciao, Sibesish. Dimitri, Daniel, sorry that I'm telling this, but this thing you say than other people and try to compare it to this thing, it's not only about your work, it's about your personality too. Okay. So you got another one, and now I'm sending the last part, okay? The last part is this one. It's this one. Okay, now you have Daniel. Now you have everything, huh? Okay. All right. Okay. So, any other question? Please put your like. Bravi. Let's put a lot of likes. Put 5 times. Okay, if you don't have any other questions, I would say that we had a very, very nice and interesting design talk today. I hope that you're gonna be here next week too, all right? And there is a new video I put online Tuesday about blending with markers, okay? So go and check it out. It's a tutorial video. It doesn't last too long. I think it's around 10 minutes. Please go and check it out, okay? So that you can exercise. Isad, sir, which is design exterior design or interior design? Please tell me. Exterior design, Sibasish. Will hybrid vehicle and electric car exit? What does it mean, exit? So will hybrid vehicle and electric cars company exit? Ciao, John. Thank you. Thank you very much for being with us. Really, great pleasure as always. Ciao. And have a good weekend. Sibatish, for the moment, we know that hybrid electric cars, hydrogen cars, it's the way to go, and that's what everybody is doing, okay? So that's what you will have. Coexist. All right. Yeah, of course, of course, of course. The system is moving toward this, but John has more experience about me on that because John is working for a company. It's a big man for the company that is doing electrical vehicles. So he knows about this future mobility studies. All right. So what did I do? I was reading another thing. Okay. All right. So I answered to everybody, right? That's it. So don't forget to go and check out my latest latest tutorial video. And I tell you right now, there is another one ready for next Tuesday around 6 p.m. French time. So there is another one, it's already programmed, all right? I did not have the time to do new ones, so I worked really quickly and I made two. One for this week, another one for the other week. ESAD. So which is design, exterior design or interior design? Please say. Exterior design, it's only the exterior. You see? It's only the exterior. Only this. This is exterior design. Outside the cup. Exterior. Interior, show you. Interior, it's this. The interior. You see? Dashboard, steering wheel, plastic panels, the car seat, the floor, the back, the top, everything, it's interior. Okay? It's divided in two studios. One studio that does exterior design, all this, and another one that does only interior, inside. Okie dokie. And then we have also color and material designers, which are the ones that decide the color of the plastic, the texture of the plastic, the fabrics or the leather to put on the seat, the type of stitches, all the design and graphics that belong to an interior in terms of material, aspects of this material, and touch feeling of that material. All right? That's the full thing. Okie dokie. Ciao. Thank you very much. Grazie. See you next week.